Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We're here for our best of CM Punk um, reaction, I guess. We'll be doing well, first off, I'm back in where I'm supposed to be at for the podcast, not where I was on Friday. It's gonna be a lot better, no glitching, not any of that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, first we'll be doing if you like to watch along with us, the first thing we're gonna be watching is a CM Punk Best in the World documentary type thing. I wanted to show this because a lot of this like kind of flashes back to now, what's happening now. A lot
hmm
of the things he says, you can relate to what's happening now in
About him
some
being a
ways.
problem child.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Connor.
Not really. It's actually
No, but
you'd be surprised. Um, but yeah, we're gonna watch it on Peacock, and then after that, you can go into the All Elite Zone playlist, and we have a CM Punk playlist when we going down by the matches. Um, but yeah, let me get my.
aren't we
Let me
gonna see
fire
Serena
my
Deeb get her head
peacock.
shaved in this one? Wasn't she part of
Possibly.
CM Punk's cult?
Yeah, she was there.
There's a lot of things I didn't know about CM Punk before watching this.
It's a good. All right, we going?
Yeah, I'm ready.
1 second. Hold on. 1 second. Mine's being super slow. My peacock is being slow.
Same.
Come on, Peacock. Of course, they know we're
Dang
watching.
internet. There we go. All right, you guys ready?
1 second. Mine is taking its sweet time for some reason.
Oh, I got a commercial. Oh, never mind. There we go. That was weird. Popped up a commercial. All right, it's back to you. Oh. All right. Good.
Ugh.
You know, I do give
Jeez.
Punk a lot of credit. I'm sorry. I do have to give Punk a lot of credit, though. I'm waiting for Mr. Jacobs to get ready. He was one of the first people to get me into wrestling. It was like right around the pipe bomb. That was the first time I ever saw CM Punk. Was that night, and it was just. I remember watching it on TV, just like, man, this guy's great. His
Yeah,
message is great. I don't know his impression, but I like it.
he hooked you.
Okay. Yeah. All right, we good?
Oh, jeez. Go ahead and play. I'll catch up. Mine's being super slow.
All right.
Put some play.
For all intents and purposes, never should have even made it to the WWE. I've had roadblock after roadblock.
Even this first thing reflects on what's happening now.
I did it while flipping off the people who put up with those roadblocks. I feel like the responsibility to the younger wrestlers on the roster. Once you sign yet.
Man, I'm using a new laptop and it's still being slow. This is crazy. Oh boy, here we go. I'm trying.
What time step are you at, Lane?
I am.
I got a commercial for some reason.
I'm at 52 seconds. Let me know when you're ready. But man, Punk, like I said, even with putting the issues aside that's happened in the last
All right,
few
I'm ready.
months. There you go. All right. Just after the few issues we had last couple months with everything with Punk and the Elite, I still have a lot of respect for the man. Like he's like
a lot of people. A lot of stuff in this documentary people doesn't know about Punk. I sure didn't know. A lot
I
of this
remember
stuff.
watching this back in the day on Netflix. Remember when Netflix had some WWE stuff before the network?
Yeah.
Is that Larry? Or is that? I don't think that's Larry. I don't think he'd been alive to this day.
All right, I'm gonna switch it on to the TV because for some reason the peacock on my laptop is not playing right.
I really hope that AEW can fix the relationship with him, though.
They don't really have a choice. I feel like
Yeah,
I
man.
love that. I love these tights. The blue, red, and white. White.
I feel like when I think of CM Punk, this is what I envision. It's black and blue, and then that gray shirt.
He wore these, well, kind of like they're like longer tights at All Out, but they're just longer tights with white, kind of grayish.
Yeah.
We're gonna get right into the heated stuff when this first starts. So Colt Cabana, I think.
Oh, right into the meat and potatoes. All right.
But CM Punk and Colt Cabana were friends in this documentary.
It's crazy how the business just turned them into just bitter enemies, man. It's crazy.
You mean pause it?
Let's see. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna.
That's the hard part about wrestling.
You-
Is
Do you know who Starman is?
Starman? No.
You look just like him right now.
Good or bad?
He's a superhero.
Yeah, cool.
I'm gonna pause it. So I guess.
All right, let me just move myself around.
All right.
CM Punk.
David Howe. See ya, Bunk. See ya.
Yeah, it should be the other way around somewhat.
I don't think as much heat should be on CM Punk. I think both men in that were in the wrong still. That's
I seen where Conan basically Hangman did start all of it. Like just led and built and built and built, and then it finally exploded. Yeah, I don't want to get into that.
yeah. Well, not this episode. We'll get into it. We'll probably get into our new show, but yeah, we've talked about this plenty of times on the pod.
It'll be a hot topic for a while.
Which sucks because like there's a lot of great things going on in AEW, but it feels like because of the actions of the Elite and CM Punk, it's really taken a turn. And I think CM Punk, even though he was standing up for himself, I feel like he might be the downfall of this company, or the start of the downfall. Which I
really
don't want, but
I really think it's going to be the Elite, kind of like how the NWO.
you think
Yeah.
so?
I can see it with the childishness and BTE.
But then
a
again,
little
but
bit.
CM Punk was also. The thing is, he attacked him, and instead of just being a professional and going to his boss about it.
Well, apparently, like, did you see what Conan said about it? Like, what?
I didn't see Conan's statement. No.
I'll talk about later in the.
All right. I mean, what time step are you guys on?
257.
257.
Oh, you're on 257? Okay, hold on. Let me get back up here a little bit. There we go.
And Conan's a very reliable source because
Yeah, well, Conan, that's one thing. I have to get
he's
Conan back. He's better than Eric Bischoff. And, there we go.
Conan. He was the one that said that Santana and Ortiz are the best of enemies now.
I can't believe that still hurts.
That does suck, man.
That hurts more than everything that happened with Punk and the Elite. Like that.
Are you ready to press play now, or?
No, I have a long ass commercial right now. So.
All
All right. Well, I'm ready. I'm all like, I'm at that point. So when you're ready to hit start, we can go.
Oh, Peacock. Oh, you son of a bitch. Just giving me commercials that I don't even need.
And then before you didn't get any commercials, and now.
Right. Now I'm getting commercials.
Just like YouTube.
You can't escape them, man.
This time I haven't got a commercial so far.
Did you comment
so.
something in the comments?
Yeah, I was meaning to put hi. I mean, hey or something, but-
Good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did
All right,
Yeah,
what time stamp are you guys on now?
257.
2:57. Okay. Damn it. Hold on.
Oh, a Twitch comment. Never in my life ever think I would see the guy who made Nasty Freestyle fatted. I'm confused.
Hold on 1 second.
I don't get it.
I'm really confused. But thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
We barely ever
Brandon
get
has
Twitch.
to leave Twitch.
We barely ever get Twitch comments. So, but all I know is Sid Toy Stories. Sid Toy Story was Sid in Toy Story. Sid Vicious.
Yeah, he was the bully,
Was he?
next door
Well-
neighbor kid.
Okay,
Yeah.
2:57. I'm ready finally.
Or was Sid Vicious in Toy Story as a figure? Hey, that'd have been so cool if they would have had wrestlers as missed opportunity.
Wait a minute.
Exactly. It was a
Oh,
huge
because-
missed opportunity.
Am I? Because I was thinking, like, you look like I've been told like Ed Sheeran. You're wearing a black shirt that kind of makes you look like Sid. I don't know. I don't get it. Anyways, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm pressing play.
Look at that young CM Punk as a kid.
I don't know about that hair though.
The spikes.
No, I don't know about that. Space Boy.
look like CM Punk just woke up.
Yeah, Matt.
It's called that hair that is just basically he's punk rock, man.
Yeah.
Just straight up hard gel to where like your hair can kill somebody.
Hey, he got to live in the. He got the good childhood. Well, to me that is because my childhood was. Well, I guess childhood was. I don't know. I guess because he got to witness good wrestling. I guess.
Mm. Just what I'm saying, he had a pretty good upbringing.
Well, not for his dad. He mentions this that he wasn't really close to his actual family.
Yeah.
Well, his family is not really his biological family, but he has a family, just not his real family. I
Right.
guess. Some of them were at the first dance in the front row.
I'm hoping for a miracle, man. Like, I hope he comes back.
The stuff with my dad having problems with alcohol is 100% real. You know, like he never beat my mom or anything like that. But I just
That's tough.
Yeah.
It looks like why would you do that? Like it doesn't look like fun. It's pretty heavy stuff. But I remember one time, and this is it. This is real life.
This is where he goes straight edge, I think.
Yeah, this is when he starts, I think.
Yeah.
It was all based on his father, you know.
Yeah, like a real life stuff he turned into as well, it's not even a character really. It's Phil.
It's just like I said, the reason I think he resonates with so many people is because he takes his real life personality and problems and turns it up to 10.
Yeah.
And so I think like him, DDP, why
Mhm.
they worked, why Darby works, why Ricky Starks, why people like that. I feel like they're authentic. They're not just playing. Like they're playing a character, but they're still them.
Yeah. They're playing a bigger, I guess, a larger than life version of themselves.
No, it does not look like Punk. What is it? This hair? Who is that? Jimmy?
You got to go through trends.
What is that guy on Nickelodeon? Jimmy Neutron or
Jimmy Neutron.
Gotta go.
Yeah, the Jimmy Neutron dude.
Anywhere. And I realized very young that these jeans are gonna make me cool, and if those people want to hang out with me because of what I'm wearing, I want to
yeah, Punk definitely had a childhood with hairstyles.
in bands and different schools and all over the world.
I think we've all gone through that stage in life where we were just trying to see what we were gonna do with our hair. You know?
Yeah,
I had the Justin Bieber swoop at one time.
Oh boy, are there any pictures of it?
Yeah. Yeah, I got that. I had like the long hair down to here. I had
there we go. Straight edge.
faux hawk, still kind of.
Remember, I had long hair for a while. I just got tired of managing it, so I just chopped it off.
I'm better than you. But he came up with it first, actually. I'm better than you. And MJF took that kind of and just put it, I'm better than you and you know it.
Yeah,
And I feel like in their feud that was going to happen at All Out, the video thing of CM Punk plays from Ring of Honor, and he says, I'm the devil. MJF uses the devil, and I'm pretty sure CM Punk was going to go back and say, well, you stole my catchphrase, I'm better than you.
it's true. I mean, he's the one who said it all first.
So I'm pretty sure that's what they were.
That's the thing. I mean, the CM Punk and MJF story cannot be over yet. It is not over by a long shot.
Like, even when they stopped feuding, like, after our Revolution, they were still kind of still feuding with, like, the jerseys that they wore. Like, they were still feuding, even though they weren't majorly on the program. Oh, the coconut on I thought it was going to be a memorable moment of Roddy Piper and Jimmy Snuka.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Such a cool
Man, that's me.
moment to
The
watch.
whole stage down in a garage.
Yours is good. They wouldn't even dress it. People make fun of me.
Dang it. Oh, fun.
He
I
got
think,
his-
just looking at kind of how wrestling has changed a lot of people's lives. Like,
It's hard to believe he got a lot of his stuff from Roddy Piper.
I think about
Yeah.
Roddy Piper in the 80s was one of the best talkers in the game.
Oh hell yeah!
CM
man.
Punk, think about it when, he's one of the best talkers in the game, best at storytelling, so is Ronnie,
Mm-hmm.
And looking at it now, we're looking at, I can almost compare MJF to Hot Rod.
That's
he
fair.
draws-
Yeah, that's fair.
He draws a lot from Punk and Piper.
They can both talk you into those seats.
So, but
Yeah, I can tell he's a punk rock. From just seeing him in WWE, like his first, like just seeing him in the rebooted ECW, you could tell.
Yeah.
Even Ring of Honor, you could tell.
well, because he came out to AFI, and
Yeah.
they're one of the best punk and emo bands that are out there.
Mark, yes, he is in this. Later on this
I
documentary, Ace
forgot.
Steel is in this.
Yeah, he is.
So I'm guessing you're watching along, Mark. Mark Caesar, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, he is in this. Backyard Wrestling at its finest. Outdrawing actually trained wrestlers shows.
But
It's hard to believe, they drew 1,200 people on those backyard shows, and their local independent shows only drew like
That's good for a backyard.
well, same thing with the Hardys too.
I
Yeah.
was about to say that they got a Walmart basket or
I think that's kind of why GCW is getting popular, is because it has the ECW mixed with backyard wrestling still.
I feel like WWE's fixing to snatch it up like they did ECW probably.
No, that's the thing is Stephanie is friends with their owner. That's why Mox is no longer allowed to wrestle in GCW.
Well,
I
also,
did not know that.
I think that's a good thing, kind of, because you don't want to risk like you're limited on star power right now, and you don't want John Mox getting injured. And
Well, yeah, Moxie makes sense because especially those fights against Nick Gage.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sorry, but Nick Gage, like, take hardcore away from him, then what? I mean,
He
don't get
can
me wrong,
still
Nick Gage,
sell. He can still
like
throw
Nick
some
Gage
good
is
brawls.
he's a very good hardcore wrestler, but
Hmm.
I just never seen him actually wrestle.
I think
Yeah.
he reminds me of like he doesn't need to wrestle. He just needs to strike and hit.
Right. Just be violent.
Justin Roberts. No more backyard wrestling.
Yeah, that's the thing about backyard wrestling is that it can also be the fastest way to shorten your career by doing those types of matches. You know, backyard
No
wrestling,
medical.
hardcore.
Here's what he says about his brother. I never knew about.
One day it was like so money. It wasn't like a small chunk of change. There were a bunch of kids that were just goofing on the horn, running, pirate pro wrestling shows. Like it was a lot of money. And a lot of people from this day are like, "Oh, it's your brother." And I'm like, "Really? You're still from your brother?"
That's true. I never stole from my little brother.
Too, man.
Hmm.
It was probably a lot of money.
He's my brother. These are dudes that love and support me.
Doesn't the Hardys have a similar similar thing to this?
Kinda.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, because they had Omega.
I got a commercial.
Oh, dang it, I got a commercial too.
I got
Yeah, because Matt Hardy he did a panel at WrestleCade talking about Omega.
Kenny Omega?
No, Omega, like his company,
Yeah.
and how he got started with wrestling and stuff, and yeah,
His backyard. I used to love theirs. Like I watched the documentary, and that's when I tried to start my own a little bit.
Yeah, it was very inspirational.
Hey, I would get
Now I need a-
like I would do the whole thing, like get the trampoline, get on top of the house, and like the
Yeah.
swanton. Like Jeff Hardy was not a good person to look at trying to do all these types of.
I just picture like 12-year-old Connor jumping off the roof trying to do a swanton bomb.
It was more like
do you have a brother or sister, Connor?
I have a brother.
Yeah, do
I
your
bet
brother?
y'all have fun, huh? Them trampolines back in the day.
Is it going back for you?
Yeah, I'm back on now.
All right.
Yeah.
There's AC. Man, he aged quite a bit since what 2013.
Oh yeah. It looks totally different these days.
It's Colt Cabana. Boom boom.
How the things like? Does anyone know like what actually happened between these? I know it was some kind of lawsuit, but I don't like what was it over? Like what happened?
It was about like because I remember CM Punk did Colt's podcast, and CM Punk went into a lot of things about the business and backstage stuff about WWE and everything, and I think it was something about like the interview itself, and it kind of tailspin from there.
Do you think it was like WWE that kind of stirred the pot a little bit and did like a cease and desist to him?
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Probably. I mean, I wouldn't put it past WWE to do that. I mean, they've done that to people all over the place.
Because
it's weird
because I listened to a little bit of that. It was like not too far from when he left. Like maybe a year after he left.
That was when like Colt was like he was more popular for his wrestling.
And it's hard to
podcast than
believe.
his actual wrestling.
And it's hard to believe, but I watched a lot of the matches these two, and Punk and Cabana put on some of the best matches. Like from when they were really, really young, like doing like independent shows
Yeah.
And friends might fall out friends fall out all the time, and maybe Punk just said something that just upset Colt, and then it spiraled into all the issues and the rumors. Back in that whole
They're
story.
the best of
know,
friends.
we've talked about this plenty of times, but
Like they're the very best of friends and the very worst of enemies.
Yeah. And money has a lot to do with it too. Money is in the middle of it.
Who is this? Billy Bob's from Arkansas in the ring?
From Arkansas.
I don't know if he was a wrestler or a ring announcer and the guy in the ring.
he was a big boy. He was a real big boy. Like,
Jeez.
That's why I said Billy Bob from Arkansas. He was like the last territory wrestler, it seems like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Traveling like
Oh.
Monday, Tuesday training.
It's so weird seeing Justin Roberts look like that. He looks so
Yeah.
young. Like he looks so like he aged well. Like Justin aged well.
Yeah.
Me and Mr. Jacobs was watching a WCW thing, and a young Justin
Nitro.
Roberts,
Yeah, he was on Nitro.
a young Justin Roberts was in the crowd.
Apparently, there's an ECW show out there where apparently you can see a young Tony Khan in the front row.
Really?
Really, I'm gonna have to find out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up because he was. I think he was on Jericho's podcast when he mentioned that. Because he was huge in ECW and WCW. And I feel like that's the hard part is I feel like he should know their mistakes and not make them.
Is this
Yeah.
like IWA? Hey, I think one of these matches we're gonna watch.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Chris
I wanna-
Hero.
Yeah,
think
that's
it's-
early stuff.
CM Punk already? Like I can't remember. Do we do a part 1 of this?
No, this is the first CM Punk.
Oh no, we did. It was when we did. I think it was Styles or Joe. We did, and it had a CM Punk segment from like early ROH. That's where I'm thinking.
I think it was Samoa Joe. But
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it was
I know.
Joe. Getting old. My brain's not like it used to be.
Billy Bob.
He's the I do have a lot of respect for him still. No
I
matter
kind
what happened,
of indie like AEW video game. I like to have a like old attire of an ROH CM Punk, like an old like you can play as ROH Punk.
Yeah.
well, hopefully, if everything goes well with this video game, hopefully,
Well, he's still gonna
then he
be
has
in
cool
it,
deals. Yeah,
even though he's not on the cover. He's still in it. Like Cody's still in it.
I think they're doing kind of what they did with MJF. I think he's
But I swear,
well. Who knows in wrestling? That's not the same. I thought Cody was
Right.
Yeah, like,
saying
like
for
they
a long
kind of
time.
did something on MJF. Like they took him off of everything, off the roster, off the everything.
Think about it. You build up MJF by CM Punk's gone,
Mm-hmm.
and then
And Dave
You know,
Meltzer, like, kind of turned down the rumors that like it's a work, but they wouldn't tell him if it was a work or wasn't a work.
Right. They wouldn't
Yeah.
tell him.
They wouldn't tell
not
nobody.
Dave Meltzer. All people, not Dave Meltzer. Like I said, I think there's some great opinions he has, but I don't think
See,
they would tell him.
it feels like CM Punk
Yeah.
in the indie days was really edging on the fans to hit him. Like that,
Yeah, he would piss fans off for real. Like they would want to kill him, dude.
that's where he got this. I didn't know that the straight edge, and that's why he does the
Yeah.
I like that. That's
like
a
when,
little
you go
touch.
into, like when you go into a bar, like underage, they put the underage.
Well,
Mhm.
it sucks to wash off too. By the way, like the next day, like because I go to a lot of punk shows, right? Not before I was 21. At least Chris Hero, but like it sucks to wash those off.
Mhm.
Have you had to do that, Mr. Jacobs? Like wash those giant Sharpie markers off?
Yes, I have had to do that. I had to at least go through and wash my hands off at least 4 or 5 times to get it all off.
I went to Impact Wrestling, and I think it was this year in January, or it was this year. I think it was when Josh Alexander returned. It was Jay White versus Alex Shelley.
Mm.
And
Ooh,
I was like 20 years old a month from being 21. And and they put the thing on me.
Yeah, most up here now, thankfully, they've started doing like these. There's some better stamps that they're doing
Yeah,
now.
stamps. Yeah.
I think this exact same match is the one that we're gonna watch. That I
Ooh.
put in
Great.
the favorites. He wanted to bring the whole barn down, breaking the walls, breaking
Who's
the
he facing? Is that Chris Hero he's facing in the ring right now?
I
yeah,
believe
that-
so. Yeah.
very young, very
feel like-
very young Chris Hero.
I feel like
Very
Matt
young
Hardy
and
kind of
Chris
stole his
Hero.
style. a little bit.
Everyone's young in this.
Ooh, well, yeah, like
That's
feeling
how you
old
break
now.
your neck. That's
Like, I wish it would have been around for early ROH, and
me
like
too.
back when
Like
Styles or even with like anywhere from like CM Punk to Styles to Joe.
And it's really
Like, there's
crazy.
so many Danielson. Like,
It's really crazy that ROH started in like a gym in front of like 50
Yeah.
people. Then they go to Madison Square Garden. That's
Yeah,
really
it was
something.
a very small promotion at first, very small, but people latched on to it. That was a cool part about it, you know?
well, it was like kind of like how NXT was when before they had the 2.0, stuff, and
Yeah.
they were kind of
Okay.
stealing that thunder, but it felt more authentic.
Everyone's booking Punk versus Hero, Hero versus Punk back then. Like I'd have liked to attend one of those.
Oh, dude, yes. I wish I watched more of his stuff. I haven't watched a lot of Chris Hero's stuff.
I wish I was. I don't know if I was alive for any of this or not. If I was, I probably wouldn't have even.
We were probably just little, Connor, if I had to guess. We were probably either, I bet we were like in diapers or just a thought bubble.
I wish I could have went. Probably wouldn't have remembered anything of it. Punk versus Chris Hero.
Colt Cabana. Dude, Colt Cabana, like, he has not, like, his in-ring style stayed the same. He looks pretty consistent still.
Yeah, it hasn't really changed a lot, really.
I like Colt Cabana's in-ring skills. It's very unique. Look, especially his pins. Like when he pins someone, it's very unique. You don't see that from
I like that, yes.
Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
I
That
wanna
was a
watch-
killer match. I've seen
watched
that.
a few of the clips from it. There's one out there. This is even before Rey Mysterio gained his mask, but it's Rey Mysterio, CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, and Chris Benoit.
Wow.
Wow.
I want to see that match, man.
What match did you say?
It was Rey Mysterio before he donned the mask, Eddie Guerrero, CM Punk, and Chris Benoit.
Wow.
That's a stacked match right
And, yeah,
there.
like I
Wow.
found it like randomly one day, and I was like, I was watching a whole. I went on quarantine a couple years ago, and all I did was watch like random wrestling matches I could find, and that was one of them.
Wow.
I don't know why. I don't know how I found it, but it was great.
That,
And I've not.
I've
been able
never
to
even
find
heard
it
of that
since.
match. Like that must be a very hidden gem that no one
It's
knows
a
about.
very old, like I can't remember if it's on ROH or if it's on. I think it's like right in between time
Hmm.
when everything was going on.
I gotta search
I
for
can
that
hide
match. I
and
want to
see
see it.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it and send the link because it was awesome. Well, that's one thing that I wish I give Punk a lot of credit for. How many wrestlers now have made a impact on? Well, not just Punk, but think about it. There's so many independent wrestlers that are making a lot of money, and it's thanks to people like Punk.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's I feel like he's like I don't know, he might be one of the last wrestlers who were like kind of still active that all you got paid was a handshake and a hot
Hot
dog.
dog.
Yeah, I know.
And for him to be where he is now, he's really proved that he earned it
Yeah,
over the years.
definitely.
Like Indies to ROH to OVW to ECW to SmackDown to Raw, Main Event WrestleMania, UFC, AEW. That woman didn't take that. IWA still goes on today. It's like
Mhm.
extreme, like more extreme than extreme wrestling. Like it's not even wrestling. Like it's just kill wrestling.
Just death match,
ultra
Bar
violent
fight.
wrestling.
death match, bar fight.
It's not even a death match, right? It's on a completely other level. It's like die
What?
wrestling.
Attempted murder.
Die wrestling.
Well, that's
It's
what
attempted murder.
like, that's what I'm calling it.
I like die
Okay.
wrestling. We need to make a shirt. We need to make a shirt that says that. Well, the All Elite Zone. We'll just put die wrestling.
I got a
Die
commercial.
wrestling podcast. We'll trademark
Yeah.
it, so don't steal it. I got a commercial. Ugh.
Casey.
All right, I'm
Anthony.
paused until you guys come back then, because I haven't gotten a commercial yet.
Jinx
Yeah,
it.
now you don't.
I don't know. Like I still do give a lot of credit to Punk. He's still one of my favorites. All right, I'm back.
I had the
Ring of Honor.
booker at the time, Jason Posey, told me to go back.
Man, 2002, I was graduating high school.
I was a 1 year old.
Damn, Jacob, you're old. I was 5.
Wow. Way to make me feel old, guys.
I hope in the AEW video game, like they have like old arenas, like the old ROH ring, like the
I think
red and
they'll.
black.
I think it'll be a DLC.
I hope so, because they said that they're gonna add stuff along the way as the games release, like more DLC packs, and it's also something to look forward to. Like,
Yeah.
keep looking forward to,
Because I think FTR will be like a big part of that.
because it's called
It's not the
80.
main game.
Because it's called 80 Fight Forever, so we're fighting forever. So
There you go.
goes VHSs. I haven't seen a VHS in a long time, or that many VHSs.
Hey, Mr. Jacob, what's a VHS tape?
Brian Danielson.
Dude, I felt old. Like when I haven't before I got my new job, I felt really old because I had a little girl went to me like, oh yeah, you know, I was talking. Me and her mom were talking about our last CD we bought. And she's like, Mom, what's a CD?
Oh,
And I'm like,
yeah.
oh my gosh, you just made me feel so old. They're not dead yet. You can still get CDs on Walmart and Target.
Yeah, they still sell them.
Like music CDs for your car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I got a lot of
we're
them.
just-
I mean, a lot of times I just put it in the DVD player and listen to them sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, here's a fun story for y'all since we're talking about CM Punk. This is how much of a big fan I was. So I went to a thrift store, right? And I found a CD. It was for $1, and that was the only song I played on that CD just because I love CM Punk.
Paul Heyman really helped out Punk a
What
lot.
is your take on
Yeah, I
that,
believe-
guys? I was about to ask.
I believe Paul Heyman's
Do
in
you think
this.
Paul Heyman was a huge
Yeah, Raven,
Raven versus Punk?
I like
Yeah.
to say Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is in this. I've seen this one time in the last month, so I don't want to
Yeah.
say anything.
It's been years since I've seen this.
Joe
It was on
versus Punk.
Netflix. When I watched it.
They're showing all the good matches right here. They showed Punk versus Raven,
Joe.
Punk versus Hero, Punk versus Cabana, now Punk versus
Oh dang!
Joe.
I'm sad we'll never
Oh.
get Punk versus Joe at this point.
I believe Aiden was talking about this. That the first 2 matches were amazing. I believe we had 2 matches and having a third one on
Mhm.
AEW on pay per view, or actually having it in ROH, like how their first 2 was in ROH.
Jeez, man, Joe looks killer in this.
Oh yeah, he was stiff, very stiff.
He got lots different TNA. Like he knocked some of AJ Styles' teeth out.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Remember that.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude, it's so weird. Like I'm seeing a lot of my favorite wrestlers right now on this show. I'm like,
And this is like before they were known.
So young.
Like,
and I wish I would have known
before they
about these guys. Like, dude, I
Like-
wish I would have watched more independent stuff when I was in high school.
And like
This
there
came
might
out.
be a indie wrestler right now that's gonna main event WrestleMania.
What?
There might be a indie wrestler out there that's gonna main event WrestleMania in the coming years that we don't even know about today.
RJ Fox. Actually, he'll main event All Out. Sorry, I think he'll be a big star in AEW or Ring of Honor.
Well, he's on the AEW roster, so
Yep.
he'll be in AEW. Yeah. This is the last wrestler who can say he done this. I couldn't imagine. 7 days a week wrestling, the wear and tear on your body.
I mean, really. I mean, you're gonna be sore the whole time. You know, the whole time you gotta be sore.
Monday, Tuesday training, Wednesday doing a show, Thursday training, Friday, Saturday, Sunday wrestling, indie shows, town to town. And some days you wrestle on Saturday, you might do a double show. You might wrestle twice on Sunday, twice
Yeah.
on Saturday and twice on Sunday. You have to do it all over again. Start Monday.
Yeah, I mean, eventually it takes its toll on your body. Eventually it does.
Here it goes when Punk signed with WWE. The only thing that they don't show in here is this TNA run.
For briefly, that was weird.
You probably didn't have all the rights to do all that, probably.
Yeah, back then, 2013. Yeah, this is when TNA was somewhat still a competition.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda, when they had Hulk Hogan. And
Why give him the title if he's going to leave?
Good question.
so people will be tricked. They thought they knew. Well, he does lose it. But
I was there a lot again in Jersey when he won the title. And then the swerve at the end, like, what a prick.
that was the promo where he sued the devil.
Yeah, that's a very promo.
They showed it all out. I am the devil himself. Said it.
I think to this day that's probably one of the best promos I've ever heard in my life. Was that CM Punk "I Am the Devil" promo?
I like how they're taking stuff out of this and putting it in storylines, like
Yeah.
that Punk and MJF. Punk about to punch that fan.
I legitimately signed my WWE contract on the title. It's hilarious.
Nice.
Wow.
I forgot about that. I knew it.
Signed his contract, WWE contract on ROH.
Yeah.
You got to give props to whoever, like the promoter and like the owner of that time, because CM Punk must have left a big impression for them to do something like that.
It was probably one of their first, like, one of their wrestlers making it. Well, at this time, making it.
I do remember whenever he signed the contract and the fans were all, "You sold out. You sold out."
Your best friend. It was a fun match.
This makes me hurt. This hurts my heart. In a way, I really hope that. But then again, maybe I'm just positive here, but I really hope they can make up and become friends again.
Cabana and Punk.
Yeah, like
No.
just watching this, like, they look like they're like. It's just sad to hear how like they're talking about each other.
Yeah.
And everything that's happening, and then didn't he work for WWE for a little bit too?
Yeah.
Colt Cabana, yeah.
Scotty
You got a
Goldman.
commercial.
Scotty, yeah, I got a commercial too. His name was Scotty Goldman. I actually got him to sign my WWE Encyclopedia. Got him to sign Scotty Goldman. He's a
Oh,
Did
really
he ever
good-
have a figure out of him in WWE?
No, he was mainly a jobber.
yeah.
SmackDown. I don't
Which is
recall
sad
any
because-
matches of him, but I just know he was there because he was in my encyclopedia and got him to sign it. He looks like he does, like he still wears the bandana. He actually got fired for, I don't know what he did, but he got fired.
Puff Puff Pass.
I think he said that he stole like some wrestling stuff and
What? No way.
I've
I
heard
don't know
that
if
rumor before. I've heard that rumor once. Yeah.
like he
Back
stole
in-
like he stole like tape and stuff and that basically
Tape?
wanted, like tape the wrestlers wear on there.
Tape. They fired him from.
I don't know if that's
Tape.
accurate or not.
All right, I'm-
It's company property.
Oh dang! You stole a pen. You're fired. Oh, you sneezed.
Is it back?
Did you
oh,
just sneeze?
Did you just sneeze? Oh, pal. You're gonna be jobbing out to Damien Mizdow tonight.
Are you sick? That means you're weak.
I was about to give you the championship, but now forget it. Now you're gonna be teaming with Heath Slater. We're gonna call
You
you
can forget
the
it.
Four-Man Plan. Forget it. I don't-
That's such a fun impression to do.
yeah, Vince is always fun.
Moxley kind of
Vince,
created like good shit stuff.
oh yeah. No, I'm not gonna lie. Like as soon as he said that, like every time there was like a weird thing that happened in WWE, I was like, that's good shit.
Yeah, that's good shit.
He
That's what
I
I
doesn't
need
remember
here.
too. That was my favorite podcast that Jericho ever did.
Yeah, basically his first shoot interview on what is it, jerk? Yeah, I seen that just a few minutes ago. Jerk chicken.
I hear it's good.
He went full on vegan.
Yeah. I don't know if I could ever do that. I love burgers too much.
I don't know. The stuff he's eating there doesn't. Veggie burger out of okay.
You can still eat healthy. Just
Oh, that looks nasty. Whatever that is. What is that? What is that
juice on
grass?
the plate.
What's that grass?
Yeah, yeah, some wheatgrass or something.
I like grains.
I guess just go out in the yard and dig up some grass.
It's good fiber. It's good fiber, Connor.
Good and good for you.
I'd put a blindfold over. It definitely worked on him in the long run.
Yeah.
Heavyweights. And I was sent to Louisville, Kentucky, and I really didn't want to be there. So
There we go.
Dude, he looks like a little chubby in that clip.
Yeah, he tried that. Yeah, Colt Cabana explains it.
he walked in with a real
He tried to get big. Yeah.
hmm
unbelievable.
Because at that time, that's what they were looking for, like Batista or like big guys. He doesn't look good there though. His eyes.
Yeah, it's when I used to wear that eyeliner.
Here we go.
Eyeliner
Start of-
punk.
Like he was the Undertaker or something.
This is the start of Paul Heyman.
He's
and
emo. He's emo.
Oh, the emo phase. I got you.
Her emo face.
If anyone knows Punk, it's Paul Heyman.
See, I do give a lot of respect. I wish Paul Heyman had more control over the roster.
Hmm.
I feel like he would do. I think with him, and unfortunately, if Regal does go back, he's a great mind. I feel like he's being wasted with Roman Reigns.
This is
But then again, I'm not. I guess, but I just don't understand.
this is where this documentary gets heated.
Help you or bad things or good things about your work in the ring, you listen. Because people want to know how to get better. If you can explain to them, elaborate to them how to get better, then people want to be around you. And if you're in the ring, if you can make someone look better than they really are, people want to work with you.
It's hard to believe that the Miz knows so much about wrestling that he came from Hollywood.
Right.
Well, because was he on the Real World or Big Brother?
Yeah, the real world. Yeah.
I love
And
this
he wanted to
video
be a
package.
wrestler, and he became. He has one of the best. Him and Enzo have one of the best like getting into wrestling stories.
hmm The funny thing is the Miz would turn the Miz would become the Miz when he got drunk on the real world. When he got drunk, he became the Miz.
I like this video
Michael
package
Hayes.
of him in OVW.
Oh man, dude, I love Michael Hayes too. Another great mind.
Not so much to a few other people.
Yeah.
I like Michael Hayes though from documentaries and stuff. He sounds like a cool guy.
I think as far as business wise, I mean he'll teach you a lot, but I'm not sure if he's that good of a person.
Mm,
Hello? Would somebody like to put this guy on television? And I would get memos saying he doesn't even belong on OVW television.
you know how sad that is. But then again, even WWE's still somewhat. Well, they're better now, thankfully that Triple H is in charge. But think about
That's
it.
still something.
People like Punk, Danielson, Styles, Balor. They really,
Yeah.
they really had a hard time. Even I didn't say put Rollins in there a little bit if it wasn't for the Shield. But if you think about it, these guys, they're not like a John Cena or a Brock Lesnar or a Batista or a Michaels. They're not that bigger than life personality or that big size. Punk had
Yeah.
personality. Thankfully, Punk had personality. Thankfully, Balor had his demon persona that was great. Styles had his just phenomenal work ethic and his ring work. But he, his New Japan stuff, like he had some of the best like heeled promos with Bullet Club, but
Yeah.
but WWE to me, like they put more money into the baskets of like the Miz, Orton, Reigns. Reigns has done pretty good, at least when it comes to story wise. But where's
No
the
one will
where's-
ever no one will ever top CM Punk's promos as
Yeah.
a face or a heel.
True.
MJF would be the only one that could,
He makes
say
it.
that could.
You can't have one without the other with Punk and their feud can go on for years and never get
Well,
old.
that's what I'm hoping that they do. It's like the same thing with like Darby and MJF. This is something that I would love for Darby to be the one that dethrones MJF. I don't want to off topic here from Punk, but they have that same kind of connection that Punk and MJF had, where it's a pin in their story. It's not over yet.
Here's
That's,
this is where Paul Heyman really puts over Punk.
well, yeah, and he still does. Like he doesn't have any remorse against Punk.
Like nobody CM Punk was the first one in the building, the last one out.
Yep.
No, like you can't deny the man's work ethic.
Very true. I mean, like he could be considered, a workhorse because he was a workhorse, still is.
And
It's hard to believe that. He knows
he
I'm still
got it.
here,
He
my
knew how to
camera's-
sell. He knew how to get reactions.
Right. I'm still here. My camera just froze up on me. So
There you go.
And I turned that around and I made it a place I'd love to go to.
Was this the time when was Cornette still in charge of OVW at this time, or was it Paul Heyman?
Cornette was at this time.
Paul Heyman still has something to do with this because he got him.
I wonder if he was a scout then, or some kind of producer.
I think because he did a lot of work backstage. So I'm pretty sure he had a huge hand in getting CM Punk onto the main stage as far as like the reboot of ECW and everything.
See, I have a lot bigger respect for Paul Heyman than Eric Bischoff
Yeah,
because I feel like Eric Bischoff, I think he got to the point where he knew he wasn't gonna have, he was never gonna be because Heyman can at least be a good manager. He could be a good mic piece, but Eric Bischoff didn't have that as much charisma as he was doing wrong. Bischoff was a great mind, but now, I think he was just upset, and I think with everything with AEW not having him be, on there permanently or give a job to him. You know,
I feel like on the ECW reboot, CM Punk was the only one that fitted like a new generation of ECW. Really,
Yeah, because Zack
know,
Ryder, he was more of
I don't know. Chris Benoit was on there. Was CM Punk a little bit?
was he briefly? Yeah, it was. Oh, it was briefly. This is right before he passed passing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it
in
was
fact,
supposed to be, on a pay-per-view. It's supposed to be CM Punk versus Chris Benoit.
right,
Dang
the
it.
night he died or the day he died. Yeah.
It never happened, of course. Got commercial, of course.
Because think about just okay. I'm back in. Are you guys still on commercial?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on a commercial now too.
Let me know when you guys are ready.
Yeah, EC reboot. I feel like at first it was pretty good. The reboot, like they tried to showcase some legends,
I think it's
Yep,
with the
coming, but-
Rampage was.
and then over the years, it kind of not even became something of ECW. It became
A shell of his
Not
former self, I think.
Well, if you look at it, I
Yeah.
think it was. I think
It
it was an
wasn't-
excuse for
it
Vince
wasn't
McMahon to punish
yeah.
punish
I believe,
ECW.
I believe Paul Heyman left and went to TNA for a little bit when they really changed it. Like when CM Punk was there, it was all Paul Heyman, but when they went to Sci-Fi or whatever, it wasn't ECW that you would think of. It's more of a
It was
more of a
Superstars, Saturday
Yeah.
Night Heat.
more of a watered down ECW, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, very watered down.
All right, we good?
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
Fiber of my being, but it's a lifesaver.
Could you imagine being like CM Punk's bus driver? Like, I wonder the conversation. I wonder if you would have conversations with him. He's like, I'd be
Oh,
like,
sure.
I'd try to be like, hey man, you cool? Like, let's chat. Like, let's have a.
He'd probably talk his head off all night and day.
Probably. I
would-
mean, going up and down the road.
Hey, how about
you know.
this promo? I'm gonna do this promo against John Cena. Let me what do you think?
When I was trying to be a wrestler, some of these guys would like do promos in their bathroom and stuff, and they wouldn't know what people in their house was listening. And this one guy who was talking to me, he did this promo and he said the next time that you stare me in the eye, or like he was saying like something like the next time we face each other, I don't know. It was something on the lines of like you're not gonna look the same, or I'm gonna make you my bitch. Then he came out of the
Nice.
bathroom and his mom said, "Who are you talking to on the phone? And who are you gonna beat up?" Something like that.
Nice.
So he was in the mirror, huh? The whole time.
Mom, it was nobody. I was practicing my promo.
Like that's what they used to like. Just look into the camera, look into the car window, and a promo.
Well, how many because there's when people are traveling, especially like if they're going to be in their schedule or on the indies, there's times like they could bounce off promo ideas with each other. Mark Henry shares a story about he would bounce ideas off Orton, he would bounce ideas off Hornswoggle and D'Lo Brown. So like I said, I think that's how you get better. You have to. I think if someone can criticize you like that, and say, "Hey, try it this way."
Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with some constructive criticism here and there.
So
Especially if you
basically,
get to ride like Pete, like somebody who's been in the industry a lot longer.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman basically took Punk, took him from OVW with him to rebooted ECW.
Yeah, Paul Heyman, he's good at finding that potential and seeing that potential in people, you know.
The next generation of ECW superstars started with Cena. He was my first pick. He was the first guy I wanted.
Which I can see why. Like he was Paul Heyman's first round pick.
Yeah.
The superstar, the wrestler, the personality that
So I want to get Connor's take on this,
legacy
and Mr. Jacobs too. But what do you guys think about the Usos beating out FTR for Tag Team of the Year?
Bullcrap.
Ooh, I mean,
How?
that-
Why?
Who did the Usos go against?
Not there's no.
I mean,
I can't remember any of their feuds.
I guess New Day for the 100th time or Street Profits for the 100th time.
I mean,
I mean,
honestly
I gue-
speaking, I think that
I guess like
them being in the runnings, okay, I get that, but to them to be better than the FDR, I don't think so. I don't.
FTR
FTR
has a
feel
way
like
better year.
Briscoes 1 and 2, FTR at Forbidden Door, FTR.
No, and
Oh my
like that's
God,
what surprised me. Like FTR
FTR.
has had more
It was
successful title wins, more successful
like FTR. It was FTR and MJF versus Sting, Darby, and CM Punk. That entrance was phenomenal.
Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty cool.
That was amazing. But I would say like towards the end of this year, Usos have been going against new tag teams like
And no one else would accept
See, I'm
Sheamus
worried.
and
because it wasn't supposed to happen.
Sheamus and
Beyond other people.
I don't know, Butch, Pete Dunne. I don't know what you
The
call him.
Butch.
I will never call him.
That's good shit.
Well,
Fucking Butch.
That's right. His name is Butch now.
Butch. Austin, come here. You can't be called Austin. When I think Austin, I think Austin. Steve
I
Austin.
feel like
You're
I
gonna
feel
call
like
Theory.
FTR is 100% tag team of the year.
They
Like, especially
should.
I agree.
Especially with all the injuries both of them has gone through this year, and they kept going, kept going,
But the
kept
thing
going.
is, yeah, I think the only reason why is because whoever made the list must have a hard on for Triple H taking over.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, the thing is, like, I'm glad that the Good Brothers made the list because they had some good matches. I don't think the Motor City Machine Guns made it, which I was kind of upset about. Or Matt Taven and
I want to see. I know what All Out Motor City Machine Guns and FTR wasn't a match, it wasn't a tag. It was a 6-man tag. I want to see a 2-on-2 tag match for the ROH tag team titles.
Yeah.
If they're smart, they'd do it at Final Battle.
See, that's
FTR
money.
versus Motor City Machine Guns, but something
Yeah.
tells me it's going to be FTR versus the Kingdom, which that's going to be a good match either way.
Yeah.
I just hope it's not FTR versus the Guns at Ring of Honor. I don't want that.
I don't want.
Oh.
I don't know. I think they
Just save that for
a long
AEW.
way, but man, they've been very frustrating. I have a feeling that I feel like this is going to be a problem, but they should have waited for the Acclaimed versus FTR, unless FTR is really going to take the straps from them.
I could see
There's no way.
the Guns costing them, and
He's not what they're looking
maybe if I was working, I even posted this in the group. I would do a FTR versus Claim 2 at 3 Falls at Revolution, but
You can make it close or do a time limit draw.
yeah, tomorrow night, yeah, easily make it. Something tells me they're going to do something with the Guns. I just have that feeling.
I don't know. It's going to be bad.
Why
People
won't
are
they just have a match between two and settle it? Like they've been waiting for.
Well, I think what's going to happen, I'm hoping that if maybe Tony's just going to press the reset button and
Yeah.
just give fans what they want to get people to come back. Because look at the whole Thunder Rosa thing.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
having Jamie Hayter go over against Tony Storm. That was a huge towards the fans. And then
Yeah.
having-
So I mean, Tony does pay attention to the fans.
So I wonder if that's what he's going to do, and then just start off. I would say just start off 2023 hot. Start it off like a brand new slate. Bring people back to your product and figure out how to bring those. Like you got to because with Punk being gone, whether it's going to be permanent or temporary, you need to figure out a way to not fill a gap, but bring that draw back. And
Yeah.
that's why I
yeah.
said
I feel like,
Sasha Banks would be he would make that signing just because she's the other big name star on a selling wise. She might not
feel
sell
like-
as many as Punk, but that would bring a lot of eyes to the product.
I'm just
But
worried that
look
they're
at
going.
Straya. She
so-
failed. Straya
A lot of
failed.
people are worried about Punk's drama. Like if Sasha, if she just throw the belts and walk out, she'd do it in AEW.
Hmm.
So,
She's trying to be like Medusa.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whatever
you don't
her
need
WWE
you don't
was.
need anyone else causing drama. You got enough.
Yeah.
Right now, like 2022 needs to be a reset in the locker room atmosphere. Like
Yeah.
making their locker room a better
Because
place.
MGF
not-
winning was a start, and then having Hater win was a start. So hopefully
Now these matches were pretty good. Punk versus Morrison. Their matches were really good in ECW.
Yeah, some of the best matches ever in the reboot of
You know,
ECW.
with John
was-
Morrison, I thought he was
Yeah.
very talented in WWE.
Yeah,
What do you mean, Johnny Nitro?
Or Johnny Impact, Johnny Nitro, Johnny Elite, Johnny
Mundo.
Johnny Hardy,
Johnny Mundo, Johnny Elite,
Johnny, insert name here.
Johnny is their name here. Like, dude,
John-
his Wikipedia
he
page
went
just
to,
a mile long, just from all the names.
He went to a GC. He went to GCW and was Johnny Game Changer.
Johnny Game. That sounds kind of cool though.
That's- I like that one. Yeah.
He went to well, if he went to Ring of Honor, Johnny Honor.
Johnny
Uh,
Honor.
God, he could come up. He's got so many names I can't think of right now.
Johnny insert small promotion here.
Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact, Johnny Elite.
One of these days, we need to do
Oh,
like
he
the
went-
best of Johnny wrestling.
He went to like MLW and was Johnny Major.
Johnny, that
Major.
sounds weird. That sounds interesting. I don't like that one as much. Let's see.
He-
I'm gonna go.
Where he goes. That was his first major title he won. in ECW.
That was a huge deal too. Huge deal.
I would feel that way too. Like this is as good as it's gonna get. Of course, it got a commercial. It's sad to see the Dark Order falling apart.
It makes me sad because I love Dark Order, but Brody passing and becoming baby
Yeah.
faces matters.
It
I
hasn't
got
been
it.
the same since Brody, you know.
If they would have got Wyndham Rotunda, they could have flipped that and turned it to the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And going against that, and going against that, like a Wyndham Rotunda run Dark Order versus the House of Black
That
cinematic
would be-
match, like
oh,
cinematic matches, video packages would look on point.
Or bring in or have Darby or Sting. I think Sting would be cool.
I really hope they don't have them join the House of Black. I hope they don't do that.
No, not House of Black, but
No.
I think Dark Order. I think they'll be fine. I think
Kevin
Preston.
Sullivan. Hey, they can do a Dungeon of Doom 2.0.
Yeah, Dungeon of Doom 2.0.
They
We're
can
looking
bring
at.
back
I think.
the Iceman guy. Wizard World.
Is that Dolph Ziggler? Is that young Dolph Ziggler?
Yep. Well, no, that's Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah,
And Stan Lee.
it's Thor.
Hello, Stanley. I wish he didn't pass, but I wish I could have met him.
Yeah, R.I.P. to a legend right there.
Well, just like I said, I have to admit, you never see Punk have issues with fans.
Well, there was one time, well, it was years ago, but in a WWE, it was during a crowd, and
Didn't he punch a fan because he got attacked from behind, punched the wrong
yeah,
guy?
like one of the
Yeah.
fans, like one of the fans, like hit him in the back of the head, and he punched back.
That was pretty
I would
funny
too.
though.
I would
Like you can
strike
see on
too.
TV, like he hit him in the back of the head hard, and he reared back and punched mess of that fan.
Oh yeah, he knocked the hell out of him. And the fan had it coming too. Don't touch the superstars. Don't touch the talent.
Now, if they touch you first, then you got a lawsuit.
Right.
But it was the other way around.
Mhm.
And the dude
Some
swore
cars-
up and down, that he didn't hit him, but you clearly see him hitting him in the video.
Yeah, he said that he did it on accident or something. Like how do you hit someone that hard in the back of the head on accident?
It was so blatant, dude. It was so blatant.
No, you were just trying to get your moment in fame. I'm
I
like
never
I
knew
said,
CM Punk. I never knew CM Punk like comic books
you never
because
did
I
that?
love comic books.
Yeah, he did his own
He's
comic book.
comic books too.
Yeah.
He's a big nerd.
Huge, yeah, he's a huge fan of him.
I've got lots of comic books.
If you remember CM Punk for a while, he had the Wolverine sideburns.
Yeah, those are tight.
Yeah,
Was that when he faced Undertaker?
I think so. I think he did have him then.
Oh, I was gonna look up John. I wanted to see how many Johnny names he had. Let's see, John Morrison. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see how many he's got. Okay, so he's got, of course, John Henning, John Morrison, Johnny Blaze. What was he Johnny Blaze for?
I remember
Oh,
that. Yeah.
He was in a movie. I think he was in a movie.
Oh
with
yes,
Johnny
okay,
Blaze.
got you. Johnny Carbello, Johnny Lee, Johnny Hardy's on there, Johnny Impact, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Nitro, Johnny Onyx, Johnny Spade, Johnny Superstar, and my favorite, various other ring names. I've never heard him be called that one.
Various other ring names.
Johnny various ring names. That's
The
still
man
not
of many
even
names.
WrestleMania, though.
Won the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania. I miss when I did the Money in the Bank like that, like at WrestleMania.
Well, that's what Hunter's talking about doing.
Yeah.
They should never stop doing that.
Rumor has it he's canceling Hell in a Cell, Money in the Bank, and TLC, and making it actual just matches only, not pay-per-views around those. So it's
I
not
agree.
oversaturated.
And bring pay-per-views like Armageddon, Bad Blood.
Yeah.
Well, they don't need to bring Bad Blood back unless they're actually going to have blood.
No, but you could easily do like King of the Ring. You could do.
I like Bad Blood though, because Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Boy, did they have blood.
Yeah, that was classic stuff right there.
I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities that he could do. So I don't know.
CM Punk.
I give it hope, and I'm hoping that we have two great wrestling companies. I don't want either company to. I want each company to get better.
What about CM Punk company?
Trying to run a business here.
Well, you know what he might
Right.
do? He might pull a Jericho and side because the guy that plays Fred from the live action Scooby Doo, he's
Yeah.
starting his own wrestling promotion here in a couple of years too. And he's got almost as much money as Tony Khan does.
Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah.
Yes, I was seeing that, and I was thinking like he could, if Punk, decided to be like a, I don't know, EVP or head booker, because I doubt, like, he would need someone that's in the wrestling business, like how Tony has the Elite and Cody. And what if he was Punk's backer?
True. So it could be.
I mean, you never know. Just,
Like I said, it's wrestling has been a weird landscape this year, and I
Vince.
don't want,
yeah.
like I said, and I want somebody to come along and.
I really hope it doesn't come to that. CM Punk going and making his own. I really hope they're able to make.
He'll
recommend
be like
something.
Bender from Futurama. It's okay. I'm just gonna leave and go. I'm gonna make my own wrestling company with. You can't say blackjack and hookers because he's straight edge, but
Yeah, I remember this.
it could be.
At that time, yeah, they didn't really book him good as champ because they had like other feuds overshadowing
Yeah.
his reign.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. He did not catch a break in either company.
Even Triple
He
H
got
explains it right here.
Yeah, and I'm sure I think to this day him and Triple H don't like each other.
Well, Triple
But
H.
he's willing to do business, though.
Yeah, he said that, but it would have to be on both sides, but he'd be open to talking.
But you know how that'd be a huge, devastating blow. Like that might actually put us out of business if that happens.
It would definitely be a big. It would definitely be a bigger blow than Cody for sure.
Right. Right.
That's why Tony's gotta do all. Just apologize, even though you don't want to apologize. Just do it.
No, but like
Yeah.
both Punk.
I mean-
I think if Punk, the Elite, and Tony could all come together, sit down, become men, and make money, there's money to be made there. Like you don't have to like each other. Just stop stirring the pot.
Right.
Just
You know.
for the sake
I'll
of
be-
business, you know.
It
And,
turned
you know,
into
like,
a
no,
story.
like I get the
Like-
whole like, you
Yeah,
know,
like,
Hangman
here
not
it
wanting
is.
to take Punk's, you know, advice.
Oh,
You know
it's,
what? That's,
oh,
the thing
oh, it's
is,
looking like that's why William Regal's leaving. Not just because of Hangman, but I know Regal, Danielson, Yuta, Claudio. Like before the shows, they gotta be at the ring training for hours. And
but don't get
I don't-
offended if people aren't gonna take your advice or help.
I just feel like Hangman's got a very bad way of doing it. Like he feels just because he has his multi-year deal, he's
Right. That he can always be. He
Well,
can always get
also as
injured.
well,
You know?
At
and
this
that can
point,
easily be taken away, just like that. Like that injury he had could have been it.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, no,
Exactly.
the same thing goes for Punk too. Like, you know, he could, with his injury, he could be done. Or, but if you look at it too, yes, sir.
Andy Orton. Yeah, this is stupid right here. This is bad booking what they're fixing to show.
Oh, with
He doesn't even lose
young
the
Cody
title.
Rhodes. Nice.
Well, you'll see. Like, damn.
Who's that? I don't remember that guy that's talking. Oh, this one talking on the mic.
I don't know. Yeah, he didn't even lose the title. He just got stripped of it, and he wasn't really injured.
Right.
We just took him out of it, really.
Chris Jericho, Shawn Michaels.
We just had him lose it. So
And I was just okay. I mean,
I say CM Punk's best world title reign in WWE was his 434-day reign.
Yeah, and I'm still mad that Brock Lesnar beat that, and he didn't have hardly any title reigns during that time.
Of course, they been jumping. Kind of like Goldberg to Kevin Owens. You know, just jump in and.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing is, like, I'm
Would you want to?
when people get mad at AEW. On
I don't
things-
know what to think about that question.
Which one.
Well, it was on here, but they took it up. They retracted it.
Oh, they
It said-
retracted it.
Yeah, they deleted it. It said, "Would you drink CM Punk's blood or something?"
Gross. Why? Somebody's
I guess-
moderating. Who is
What
watching
kind of
it?
question is that, though?
Well, they took it off.
man.
Like it was on here, then it went off. They deleted it.
So I wonder if YouTube caught it and deleted it.
You never know, because some things
That's
they
the
can
case.
automatically.
You did something good for once.
Because sometimes YouTube can retract that stuff in a matter of seconds. So that was nasty.
Ah, dang, get another commercial.
Yep, I got one too.
Isn't it ironic? We're watching CM Punk, and I'm watching a commercial for a bar.
I got a question.
That is pretty ironic.
But, you know, I look at it this
Oh,
way. I think
I've been wanting to say. I don't know if you guys know, but ROH streaming service has went back up. It's not been announced or anything, but going to Ring of Honor's website, Honor Club, it's back going.
I bet
Oh.
we're gonna get that coming up. I think we'll get an official announcement here at Winter's Coming.
I subscribe to it, Honor Club, and they have like there's some things that they're missing, which I'm pretty sure they'll add up later on.
Because I
But they
bet
have,
they're
like-
going through maybe updating some of the files for it.
I mean, you can watch like Death Before Dishonor just last year. They have a lot of stuff on there. So I don't know if this means we're not getting an AEW streaming service, or because you think they'd combine them both.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm curious to see where that goes. So I forgot Punk and Kofi was a. That's why Punk said the second best Kingston.
Yeah, second best Keystone you share the locker room with.
William Regal. Or Willie Regal.
To be honest with you, I wonder if you could put Eddie Kingston in CM Punk's role. He has the gift of jab,
Oh, of course. Yeah.
and he's always had like great matches.
Who?
You know, you could build him up to be like, you know, almost
Eddie-
like a Sandman-esque.
Eddie
Or
Kingston.
Steve Austin.
Sandman. I can see that. Yeah.
Because if you look at it, because think about it, he's lost how many matches now? He
Eddie
lost the
Kingston.
first round of the tournament. Was very close.
Yeah,
Was very pissed off about it.
I feel like he should go for a TNT or something first.
That'd be good. Yeah.
He could be the one to defeat Joe. Build him up. Have him either at
I
the fourth
personally
year
want.
or
I want Lance Archer to win that title. He's challenged for that title too many times not to win it. Every time he challenges, he loses it. I want Lance
well,
Archer.
yeah.
Lance Archer should. I don't know who should beat Joe. I was saying Miro. I was thinking Miro.
Almost reminds me of the same thing with Darby and the World Championship because he's faced every single World Champion and lost.
True.
win
So
against-
Yeah.
I think Darby will be the next world. I think he'll be the next World Champion. I think he'll be the one to dethrone Max.
I feel like he'll lose it like this time around next year, or he may go into 2024 as champion. If they're smart, they'll do that.
Yeah.
100%.
I would have MJF hold it for a year and a half. Or
110% he resigns. Like his contract expires January
Mhm.
1st. So you usually have him lose it in January. But
as
just
far
make
as
sure,
we know,
but
he's
just make sure he's still champion
Yeah.
at January 1st, and he will resign. Offer him more
See-
money.
Yeah.
Offer him more money, and he will stay.
See, you said this before, I think, Connor. I would love to see him have this a JBL run. I want to
Yeah.
see him have one of those runs.
mhm.
I've been saying that for probably since this podcast first started. When I was saying he should have beat Hangman. Of course,
Yeah.
it didn't happen, but
Well,
like,
his
when
Will Punk came in. Yeah.
like basically, same thing that MJF did was that JBL run. Like JBL only had it for 200 days or something like that, but he beat everyone. Like
Yeah.
Undertaker, Eddie Guerrero, Batista. He beat everybody. And I feel like he never was going to lose it. And then when he did lose it, it was a big moment for John Cena. It was his first title, world championship. And it
Yeah.
was a
Well,
huge
if
deal.
But so whoever's going to defeat Punk, they have to. They're not Punk, but Max, MJF. Whoever defeats MJF has to be the next big thing in wrestling because he's got to at least hold that belt for at least a year. You want? I bet he's got a contract extension. I bet he's already re-signed.
Yeah, that's what I feel like that. But
Because think about it, he's
not going to
mentioning
say it. He's not going to say
he's
it.
mentioning the
if he has.
2024 bidding war way too much.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I think he needs to cut that out a little bit now that he's world champion. It was good when he was before.
What? This is the pipe bomb thing right here.
Oh yeah. This is it.
Like Vince, he wants to see if he can pull off being a heel.
Personally, I feel like the person who should beat MJF personally should be Wardlow. He should be that one
I was
that
thinking,
that they
Story
plan, to have him be the next big thing and have that title for like a good year, 2 years, whatever.
like, You put him up with like some of the best stories in the company. Don't have him go near the championship. Just have him be like that side thought in MJF's mind,
Yeah.
where that monster could decide to challenge me at any time.
CM
and then
Punk
just-
was a great heel in the Punk versus Jeff Hardy. feud.
Oh man, I loved his work. I loved his work
I-
then, man.
Hated CM Punk 'cause at the time. Well, I was like very young, and I loved Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Steel cage match, he loses.
Nobody could ever know what's in my brain. And
Man, that was devastating. He was like my favorite wrestler, but then a few years later, he goes to TNA, and I watched TNA a little bit, but
How brief was he in TNA? Because was it less than a year?
oh, he was TNA off and on. Like he
Yeah.
he left WWE for a little bit, went to TNA, went back to WWE, went to TNA.
Yeah, he was doing.
before I started watching.
But the second time, but after he lost against Punk, he stayed in TNA for a while. He didn't leave till he came back to WWE
Mhm.
in 2018 or 17. I believe. And now he's in All Elite Wrestling.
there were a couple times.
You know what I want to find though, like figure wise, is I want to find like mask CM Punk. Have you guys seen that figure?
Oh man, I haven't seen it.
So dope.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, Kobe. Love you, man. Thanks for watching.
That's probably the best comment of the night.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
He's my good friend.
Shrimp
He's been
sushi.
very supportive of me since I've started with the pod and at least trying
Nice
to
name.
shrimp sushi. Oh yeah.
You
Big
see how
sushi.
things get heated near the end of this. Yeah, he didn't want help from the creative. He didn't need help from the creative. He's like some people do, like Maria Shavir, who aren't good on the mic.
You don't
But
know
some-
her, man. You
But
don't
some
know her.
people, but some
We're
people
gonna make
like
a drinking
Punk.
game. Every time we
But some-
mention Maria Shavir in a bad way, we gotta take a shot.
I'm not. CM Punk dressed as Jeff Hardy. Wow,
I remember that. That was a huge troll.
he looked just like him too with his hair. And,
Yeah.
well, like you would think it was.
Yeah, he fooled most of the people.
And CM Punk said that he's straight edge to Jeff Hardy. Wow, that hit some volumes.
He is a great good guy, but just
Yeah, that's one thing I love about
the first
Punk's promo work.
he's a good guy in WWE, you know, he's a fan favorite.
Went from being I just love like it's just kind of cool to see his story go from being one of the most liked baby faces and then becomes a great heel.
Yeah.
That's where he's the best. Just look at yourself. You're a joke. He's a great
He destroys everybody on that mic. There's only a couple people that can go toe to toe with CM Punk.
I mean,
And
I
this
remember-
I'd say right now Moxley, MJF,
Mm-hmm.
and AEW does seem maybe Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
Eddie for sure.
I mean, he's so underrated on the mic, man. People don't give him enough credit for his mic skills.
Well, I think it's
You don't-
because he's
but you
not.
But you don't know Eddie.
True.
You don't know Eddie.
I don't know
Well-
Eddie.
Well, actually,
I wish I did.
I don't know. How did she put it? You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know me.
You don't know me.
Oh no! Like first, you know me. You know me. You know me. You know me.
And then she says, "You don't know me."
You're 5 minutes straight. That make no sense. And then she says, when the violence plays, violence is always on its. I give it. I think she's trying to say when the violence plays.
Yeah, her violins.
But she said it. That's the worst promo of the year.
That was horrible.
It's a really
someone
stick.
But someone like her needs a script. But some people like
Or
Punk
manager.
and Mox- Vicky Guerrero's not doing it. Doesn't look like.
I remember Vicky was in the ring just looking at her and just trying to sell it, but
Yeah, it's hard. Like,
It was
that's
hard.
the thing. It's like you gotta be believable when it comes to these kind of things in wrestling. Like if you're not being able to sell yourself a microphone or sell your opponent, then like what's the point of doing a promo? Like if you're gonna come out and be an embarrassment,
It's
Right.
not. And I feel like
Then
that's
have
part of
a man-
AEW. It's part on AEW. Like
why doesn't
You-
like what does Tony see in her?
you can
And then-
see that she's very. Even when she was in NXT, she's still very, very green. And
Well, yeah,
you know, it's got to
she
do
needs
something to
help.
her. It's got to do something to her self confidence. It would mind. I think the best thing to do is take her off television, take her off AEW. Period, and
I'll be right back.
and get her some promo classes. Maybe go to a little training. And when she comes back, she could.
I mean, it's nothing personal against her, It's just
No, a lot of people are like it's personal. It's not like I say I hate the person. I don't have anything to hate about her, like as a person. I mean, it's different wrestling and the person.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
But-
the thing is, she can use some work. She's green. Just work on it.
Now, I don't agree with Jim Cornette on many things, but I watched his reaction to the promo, and Marina Shafir is married to Roderick Strong, one of the best wrestlers to learn from. And he said that if she doesn't learn from her own husband, Roderick Strong, how is she ever gonna get it? Like, and Roderick Strong's a very good technical wrestler, very good wrestler. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't agree with Jim Cornette on many things, but it was funny hearing him react to that promo.
Oh man. But the truth is, I'm sure with a couple more years, she'll be on the same level as a lot of other women on the roster. But like right now, I mean, it's like she needs
I
work.
feel like if they try to push her towards fans, like with Roman, they should have had him heel a long time ago. Like
I
imagine
agree.
like they should have done this years ago. Like this is what fans wanted, and look how good it's paying off. But they could have had this years ago, and now why didn't you go this years ago? Like
True.
now Roman's a part timer.
I mean,
One of the highest paid wrestlers there right now.
So don't try to push Marina Shafir down people's throats. Like they
Let it
did
be
that.
organic, Let
Don't
her
do
work
it.
her way up there.
It's not going to work out. Trust me. It did not work out for Roman. I was there the night after WrestleMania when Roman beat Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
and the crowd was pissed.
They
That's
were
the
They're
way-
more pissed off at that than they were at Rock.
right.
People think go away heat for Sammy is bad. That's prime go away heat at its best.
Luke Gallows. Huh, holy shit.
Here's one of the best things. Like someone well Lane, you probably know about this. Someone that someone said recently that CM Punk only cares about CM Punk. Well, once you see this, you'll definitely change your mind after this.
I think
Well, I think-
honestly, if CM Punk gives a shit about you, he cares about you for real. But it's like if he doesn't know you and care about you, I mean, if he doesn't know you or anything like that, or you're not that close to him or anything like that, then people will, it would seem that he's an a-hole.
Well,
But
this
I think if he cares about you, then if you're his friend, then he's gonna always be there for you. But if it's like Triple H or somebody, he's not gonna give a damn.
like what's
You're-
coming
yeah,
up right
he's gonna
now.
screw you over.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is. Joey Mercury. This is what's going to change a lot of people's minds.
I'm running with the guy who's straight edge. He really
Yeah, I remember this.
wanted to help me. And I got fired.
You know, wrong is there's points where I feel like he, like I said, he does mean well. But
fast forward a year and a half later,
it's just it's one of those things that is just very controversial right now and very it's one of those things that I'm very conflicted with everything that's happened in the last few months with it.
That's understandable. That's totally understandable.
Because I love the Elite, I love Hangman,
He
I
bought
love
the
Punk.
man's house. Yeah, his house
Oh
was in
yeah, I forgot
foreclosure.
about that.
Damn.
He was going to lose his house when Punk bought it.
And
See, that's what I'm saying though, man. If Punk's a friend of yours, man, he actually does care about you. I wouldn't say Punk
How
is all
many
about
people-
himself,
Yeah, like,
Not many people have done that. Bought someone's house for them.
True.
I don't know if I'm his best friend, but he's my best friend. What he's done for me. And you fast forward.
is he a producer for WWE now?
I think he
He
does
was
work
some-
backstage somewhere.
Last time I seen him, he was with J&J Security, and
Oh, he was with J&J.
he
Yep.
got with Brock Lesnar. But I think he's still with WWE as a backstage producer because I remember I see him like with backstage brawls. He breaks sometimes up on camera. And
Wrestling Jesus.
Dax Hart was a great example. Especially like Dax Hart has a lot of mental illness stuff that's happened. Well, since Punk's been in AEW, and Dax even said that Punk would talk to him anytime he wanted to talk. They would do anything, like watch a wrestling match, anything like Punk. Made himself available for Dax, 100%.
That's awesome. That's
Didn't matter
that's a
what
true
time.
friend.
Didn't matter what. Now I wouldn't have done that. Shave my head. I'd go straight edge, but I'm not doing all that.
I'll shave my head.
That's going on a level. That's like a cult. Well, never mind. Cult of Personal, yeah. But he got good heat for it as a heel. Yeah, that's a cool put him television screen.
Messiah, so like this faux Jesus, which was touching.
I think this is CM Punk. Some of his best stuff was the Straight Edge Society stuff. That was some of the coolest, most kind of innovative things at the time.
Which is interesting because, like, Doc Gallows, like, he is the biggest drinker, like, in any wrestling company he's been in.
Oh yeah, and a smoker.
Nice.
You were not Jesus Christ, you were burning hell for your sin. And that's exactly what I turned right to Gallows and I was like, get it. Go.
Nice.
Wow.
I want this emotional go.
Do you think this is where MJF's gonna turn? Do you think they're gonna mimic this? Like, I feel like there's gotta be a big story coming out with Punk. Like, if he's really
Like have his
not-
devil worshippers.
Yeah, like what if he does something like that?
I can see it. And if they did, it'll be awesome. I can see that they did it the right way.
Doing that. You have the elite. You have the elite doing the mockery of Punk. You bring Punk back. You have him beat. Either do like a tag team match with FTR, or you do a match with Kenny Omega versus Punk. You put Punk over Omega, and then have him go up against the elite, like have him go against each match and Nick Jackson. Have them put in their contract, if we win, you're fired. Like make it like a win or die situation. And if you win, you get a chance at the WWE at the AEW World Championship. And that's the way that you could tie into the story. Your rating system still works, and you have a good callback to what they're doing with each two of the third parties.
Book it, Tony.
If they got
FTR would go.
if they got the backer that we were talking about, easily Punk would be number one probably. FTR, Wardlow. If it was right now, they could get Nick Aldis. Will Ospreay's contract expires in January.
I bet they. To be honest with you, I could see them getting Jay White.
Jay White.
Motor City.
Andrade's contract expires in June
Andrade.
2024.
Yep.
I could see even
Probably not-
potentially. I could see Sean Spears joining FTR Wardlow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, I have a spreadsheet of like free agents I could sign. Nick Aldis, like a Nick Aldis and CM Punk. match.
Nick Aldis was. I feel really bad for him, but he stood his ground against NWA.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Like, wasn't it something over his wife, the women wrestlers?
I don't know.
I can't remember because it was something very like. I think it was something towards Mickey.
I don't know about the
Can't
NWA.
remember. It was something very toxic that was his decision to leave.
Yeah, and apparently NWA suspended him and stuff because he said that he was leaving. And
Yeah.
they were all butthurt about it.
Well,
Probably
think
'cause
about it,
that's
he carried
probably-
that company for years.
They're probably butthurt about it because that's the only big name. That's the last big name they got.
Was he
They
holding the
put-
title at the time?
The other one,
No.
Tyrus.
Well, yeah, Tyrus is their world champion, unfortunately.
You don't like that?
Tyrus is the world champion. He just can't move.
He's a big man. He doesn't need to move. He just needs to throw people and eat people.
Right.
Big Show-
Exactly.
Well, Big
He just
Show.
needs to-
Well, Big
he's not.
Show
I'm
is
sorry,
like-
he's not Wardlow. He could do a freaking moonsault off the top rope. Keith Lee.
Tyrus does not need to be a world champion.
I agree with that, man. He doesn't need a title.
You're asking for Doom, like to be Doom right there, and like even Big Show's slower, and he can move faster than Tyrus. Great Khali could. Stop what I'm saying.
Oh, don't pull. Oh, not Khali.
He could run faster than he could probably go faster than Tyrus. Like Tyrus is one blow away from blowing something his knee. Like you can you can just see it when you can just see it when he runs. Like you're one step away from blowing something up.
Oh my gosh.
I wish I could disagree with you, but I can't.
Like I seen some of his NWA stuff
He's a
when he
good
runs.
guy.
Like if he trips one time or a bad way, that's it. That his knee's going kaboom.
Ouch, man.
Cool.
What did he do? Is it just because he's a Funkasaurus? Is that why he's still mad?
I'm
He's
I'm just I'm just saying facts. I mean, when I see him running, I just don't see anything in him that want to sign really.
Somebody call his mama.
And like you put, I don't know that's NWA for you.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, that's the way it crumbles. All right, you're not putting the crumbles back together. I mean, Tyrus just can't move. Oh, I hate to say this, and I never defend Marina Shavir, but Marina Shavir is better than Tyrus. And that's a lot for me to say. That's a lot.
Oh man, that's saying a lot, especially coming from you, dude. you're giving her a little praise there.
Yeah, yeah. But just yes, like I'm watching. Like if you just watch one move of Tyrus, it looks like he's about to blow his knee out.
Like I said, man, I wish I could disagree, but I can't, man. I have to agree with you.
He wasn't like that in WWE though.
No, he was fast as hell in WWE.
He was doing the worm and everything. How did we start talking about Tyrus?
Oh, because he called it.
Yeah, because of Nick.
Nobody can tell me any good reason as to why I was once again, taking a back seat. I'll never forget. It was Long Island, New York, at the Nassau College.
Do you think just because he had he was very vocal about his opinions backstage, you think that's what hurt him, or is it because he doesn't look like a stereotypical insert John Cena character here?
I think he wasn't an ass kisser. They expected him to just be an ass kisser and just go along with the program. But he spoke his mind, and back there, especially at the time when Vince McMahon was running things, if you didn't go along with what he was saying, you were quote unquote hard to work with.
And they tried to get him to say things in his promos that he's not. Like, how are you supposed to say something that you don't believe? Like, sell it.
Right.
And CM Punk.
It's the same thing that happened with Mox. And
yeah, like, how you expect me to say something that's not me? Like, to fully believe what you want me to say is me.
I was with him every week.
And CM Punk got his worth.
I mean, he said that. It was almost like a countdown.
That Money in the Bank 2011.
that was great. That was.
He didn't sign a contract. Right before his match with John Cena, he didn't sign a contract.
Mm-hmm.
Like a new contract. Like it was legit.
Just to get more.
Yeah, just so that he would get creative freedom, everything that he wanted.
Yep.
It was like right before your match. Like legit. Like it wasn't part of the story. He was not under contract. He was fixing to be burned out of the contract.
It's always stuck with me. He said that, I wish I didn't care. Because he could just come in.
I do see where he's coming from with this because he's burnt out at this point.
Yeah.
You have. I think he's more human than most of the wrestlers in that company was that time. What's up?
I was gonna say, we're almost in the second hour. Do you guys want to go to the matches now, or are you gonna finish this?
I say we just do part 1 tonight and then do part 2 next week with the matches.
We can do that.
Yeah. Do that.
It's up to you guys because it's getting.
Yeah, we can make it a 2-parter. That's a good idea.
It's up to you, Connor. Like I said,
Yeah, that's fine. Because
this has been really good.
I
to
feel like
watch.
you can make at least 5 parts of the CM Punk. But this, because this documentary doesn't have too much longer, so we could. And I saw the playlist, so.
I was feeling really liberated. Like this is it. This is
That's pay.
I walk in and one of the
That's
writers,
lazy.
Hmm.
big smile on his face, says, "You're gonna
What
love this.
Danielson just said.
They're gonna get you a microphone and they want you to air your grievances." And I just looked at him and I was
That's
like,
legit with MJF.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're the
Yep.
two biggest talked about moments in like modern wrestling.
So like Danielson said that John Cena.
I remember this night. This is right when I first started watching wrestling. It was right at
Even
Pipe Bomb.
John Cena. I like what he said. CM Punk's the first. Well, at that time, the first guy in a long time to own the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pipe bomb.
I still can't believe let him do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just said. It's kind of like what they did with Paul Heyman. Vince McMahon just said, "Say whatever you want to say," and Paul Heyman's like, "You sure you want me to tell you what I'm going to say?" And
I really want to know what was going through Cena's mind when he's hearing this.
he probably didn't even know they were going to let him do this.
I don't know. I'm quite sure he was well aware of it.
Well, after it, probably. Or I don't know. He could probably sense. Yeah, they're going to play a full clip.
Still my
of it.
favorite line in the whole show.
There's one thing that you're better at than I am.
Kissing Vince
That's
McMahon.
kissing
This is Vince McMahon's ass.
But you know what they could do
You're
is
more-
they could
You're better
easily have,
ass kissing than Dwayne is.
he could easily mimic this pipe bomb if he comes back and faces
You're
the
the
elite.
best. You're not the best. I'm the best. This world. You're better at than I am. I love that line. You're a bigger ass kisser than Hulk Hogan was.
That was a great one.
I'm just glad he finally got his ice cream bars though.
Right, finally.
Dwayne is a pretty good ass. Wow. Always wasn't. The fourth wall. Oh, broke the fourth wall. In fact, I know he'd get on to you if you looked at the camera like that.
Oh, I love this promo so much.
But you guys heard it here. Next week we'll do a part 2 of the best of CM Punk. This is a documentary style, and then next week we'll do the matches that we planned on.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's good doing a 2-parter of CM.
Stick around, folks. We got more CM Punk coming.
Brock Lesnar split. He wants to split.
It's true.
He's splitting. I'm splitting. How many guys are going to split? This one.
Thanks, Shrimp.
I'm gonna have to wear the. Next week, I'm gonna wear the.
CM Punk
Yes,
shirt.
do it.
Well, I
Yeah.
have a CM Punk shirt on. This is my favorite CM Punk shirt. The dog collar match.
Yeah.
I like that one. In that ring. I mean, I love that line. The best in that ring. On that. He did it in an AEW one time.
What?
Mm-hmm. Hell, even on commentary. One of the biggest reasons I'm gonna
That's
do.
Dwayne, in case you don't know what bad Disney movies. What that wasn't that point. That was the one with that was in the ring.
Yeah, I remember Triple H had asked him how many movies are what happened to the movie you made or something like that. And CM Punk was
Oh,
like,
wow.
mine went straight to DVD just like yours.
Was it the chaperone?
Yeah, The Chaperone.
Yeah, Shaq. God, that was terrible.
It's on Hulu now, I believe.
No, like I actually like the chaperone. It was pretty
Really?
good. I like. This is
Hi,
kind
Cole.
of this is kind of like MJF's line of the fans. In the morning, you try to go to the airport.
No, but it's true, especially like the whole spike, the spindle. Yeah,
You're
just the
too
spindle.
lazy. He said you try to shove it in my face and get an autograph and put it on eBay because you're too lazy to get a real job.
Right. That was a great line. Great line.
This is the first time they dropped New Japan and Ring of Honor and stuff like that. Hey, Colt Cabana.
Huh. He wasn't. Oh,
Stupid son-in-law.
he's speaking truth,
He is not lying at all. Not lying at all.
but except Vince McMahon's not dead.
He was in Blade 3, but his part was.
Yeah, I saw
Wasn't-
that. Yeah, he was a vampire in there.
He was Triple H.
Yeah, Triple H. He looked pretty badass though. I can't lie. He
Oh
looked-
yeah, it was. Yeah,
Triple H was
very.
vampire.
Yeah, in Blade 3.
Wow.
He looked pretty badass though, I gotta admit,
That's
but the
cool.
movie
That's
itself, I
cool.
don't know.
Yeah. I'll have to check that out. I never knew I knew he was in a few movies.
Yeah.
I
He was
forgot
right
he
about
was-
this. Well, like Punk was right about Vince dying, but it would get taken over by his idiotic daughter and his stupid son-in-law.
Doofus son-in-law. Oh, I love this promo.
And they shut off his mic.
Yeah, he's about to
Yeah.
bring up the bullying stuff, and they
Yeah,
cut
he
him
was
off.
Oh, he didn't forget about that because in that promo Vince, he brought him back up. He said, "You got this bullying campaign, but you're the biggest bully of them all."
Yeah.
JBL was.
Oh, JBL was a big bully.
Yeah. Notorious.
If you watch Dark Side of the Ring, the fall brawl,
Hmm.
that thing. When Ken Shamrock comes on here, it's a big topic to talk about.
Yeah.
They only did that fall brawl because of JBL. Vince
Yeah.
Russo wanted to see JBL get knocked out.
Yeah, all of that over
JBL.
JBL's mouth.
Yeah, JBL was like he made a joke one time saying that he would beat everyone up in the locker room, and Vince Russo took him up on that. And who was it? Bart Gunn won it all.
Yeah, Bart Gunn won it, and the whole thing was the winner was supposed to face Stone Cold Steve Austin
But never got
at
done.
WrestleMania. But what happened was that Bart basically went through everybody, just tore him up.
It's
And
television, bro.
exactly, he went through everybody, tore him up, and he was being punished for being the winner. It was weird.
He went against Butterbean, and
Yeah, and Butterbean knocked him out in like no time.
he probably would have. He probably would have beat Butterbean if he didn't try to be a boxer. Like he won because he wasn't a boxer.
Right.
He tried to be that. Then he got the. He
It's not
knocked.
kicked out of him.
He knocked
Yeah.
the mess out of Bart Gunn.
I mean, his
He-
career
How
wasn't the
many
same
people's
after that.
career was
Man.
ruined because of that brawl for all.
Yeah, like a lot
Yeah.
of people. Yeah, a lot of
Look at
people.
Doctor Death. Look at Doctor Death. Like they screwed him over. Like he was
Mhm.
supposed to win the next week in WWE, and then
A lot of people's lives went. Were
In
changed
fact,
after that.
In fact, whenever Bart knocked out Dr. Death, that's what really got him in trouble. Because the whole thing, they were betting it all on Dr. Death. And
Yeah, they thought was
when he
gonna-
beat him, the people in the backstage, especially Jim Cornette, were all pissed off because they beat him.
they
Because
were
he
all
beat
mad at
him.
Vince. They were all mad at Vince Russo with a stupid idea too.
Yeah,
see
it was,
that's one
it
thing I
was
agree
stupid.
with Jim Cornette on is Vince Russo. Man, he was
They did
not
not
good
like
for
each
us.
other. They
And
did
half-
not like each other.
And half the
and-
time, the fans weren't even into it because they wanted to watch wrestling. They didn't want to watch a boxing match.
We need to watch a real fight. Like it's
I
not
can
bringing
see
any
it.
attention from the outside
I
world
could
to
see it being a big rating benefit because, like, seeing Russell actually fight. Like, imagine seeing Wardlow versus
Yeah.
I don't know
Hager
Kenny
and
Omega. Wardlow and Kenny Omega in a real fight on TV.
Oh, that would be fun to watch, though. Honestly.
well, it's kind of the thing. Like, every time
But-
that every promotion's tried doing it, it's failed.
Yeah,
Right.
You do the pin,
but on the
AEW
flip
does
side of
pin.
it, on the flip side of it, from previous history, it's not a smart thing to do.
Right.
which Vince Russo did it so he could shut up JBL. And they was Dr. Death. They wanted him to go all the way, but
Mm-hmm.
there's no guarantee in that he got whooped by Bart Gunn.
Yeah.
And the tables turned.
Really leaving. This is
It turned in the wrong way.
Yeah, definitely for Bart Gunn it did.
I don't know, like a 2-day extension, just to cover the pay-per-view, because otherwise I was done. And it was, if I was into anything less than the main event of that pay-per-view, I wouldn't have signed that extension.
Dang our commercial. But just looking at Punk, like, I really did feel bad for him in WWE. Like, I really did feel bad, especially towards the end. It was I don't think even if he's done the AEW, I don't think he'll ever go back. Still, thinking
I
about
know
it, you go
Triple
back to
H-
shit, you got concussed.
I think Triple H will be open to talking to it, of course. But
Oh yeah, he knows what's best for business, and
even Triple H said the desire has to be there on both sides. To make it
Right.
happen.
well, even look at what he's now doing with New Japan. He has a couple wrestlers being part of a couple of Japan shows. So that's if I was Tony Khan, I would be getting my shit together now because
Yes.
he's coming for what you were trying to do, and if he does, you're going out of business.
Triple H isn't playing.
I don't. Oh no, he does not play.
Like he was determined. Like that one night that Dynamite was on Tuesday, he was determined to beat AEW. He put AJ Styles in NXT. He put
Which I'm glad they didn't, but that was with Punk, when Punk was still there. Without Punk, they might have been screwed.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it was without Punk here recently. Like when Triple H was in charge, but they got AEW blew him out of the water.
Well, then again, 2.0 is
but then again, Triple H said that AEW beat their developmental program, but he was determined for their developmental program to beat AEW. Like that doesn't make any sense.
No.
Only time they had a chance when Adam Cole was still there in Speed Era.
I feel like AEW needs a lot more stuff. Like they're not many. Yeah, this is right. CM Punk, John Cena, Money in the Bank.
I still love that
Chicago.
shirt though. That's still his best shirt.
Yeah, I'm asking for that for
Money
Christmas. I don't know if I'll get it or not, but I want the AEW one.
Fingers crossed.
Well, so it was on my end, but
Yeah.
I want the AEW one because when he debuted, I bought his shirt, but the ringers, like the ringer on it, was all sold out. So I had to buy a plain white one, which at the time I wasn't going to get a CM Punk shirt ever if I didn't get that. So because like he literally crashed the website down for days. Like I actually ordered the ringer one, but my order didn't go through. So I waited like 2 days to get my money back.
Damn, 2 days.
Yeah, just get my money back because the website crashed and it didn't track everyone's orders. And it crashed for at least a week.
That's crazy.
And no one else in AEW is going to be able to do that. Now Sting did a very good.
Sorry, my computer crapped out on me.
How it happens.
So I'm
Sting,
on for the rest of the stream.
he did good merch sales, but it wasn't like Punk. Like the whole week, the site was crashed basically.
Like
I wish I was there for this CM Punk and Cena.
this is one match I wish I would have saw live.
Yeah,
Wasn't this a 5-star match?
I believe
to me it
so.
was.
Yeah,
To me it was. Yeah,
I think it was.
the crowd's into it. And at that time, the internet was out there, but some fans still didn't know about
Well, I think people
the
didn't care.
behind the scenes of wrestling.
Like I didn't know any about the news or the dirt sheets and all that, junk being shoved down our throats.
Yeah,
Because
I
when did it start getting bad? Was it like around? Was it around 14 or 15 when the PG era became like super PG era.
Well, I got out of wrestling. in
Yeah, I
2011.
think so.
I got out of wrestling around this time, 2011, when Brock Lesnar came back. I was done. Like, I don't know why I got out of it, but I was done. I sold all my wrestling stuff. I kept a few stuff, but I was done. And I got back into wrestling in 2015 when it's stupid. I got out of wrestling when Brock Lesnar came back, and I got back into wrestling when Brock Lesnar was going against Seth Rollins.
Nice.
Hmm.
CM Punk leaves with the title. If CM Punk did go back to WWE, I hope we should bring that title back. The one that he,
Oh, you like the spinner belt too?
yeah.
I thought it was cool.
Well, that one. Well, eventually they stopped it from spinning and just made it just a W. But I like the spinner belt. It was something different at the time.
Yeah, I agree with you. I've always thought it was cool.
Well, he did the United States first, and then he did the. A lot of people called it a toy belt, but I liked it. Hey, it's better than the 24/7 title.
I agree.
I'd
Way
take
better.
that. I'd take that title over any other title. Like but I want the dirt sheets. I put out a tweet the other day that I wish AEW would ban some of the news, mainly Dave Meltzer, and
Mhm.
like banning them from like
The
being
media.
able to banning them from able to get like news backstage and spread stuff.
No,
Right.
just think about it. We don't know really what happened between the Elite and Punk, really.
Mhm.
What Conan said was the Young Bucks didn't watch the media scrum. Someone told them,
Right.
and I don't know how this happened, but the Young Bucks. I'll have to send it to you because I know I might be doing it word for word, but the Young Bucks and Brandon Cutler, Nakazawa, Daniels, and a bunch of cops went storming down the hallway, went to CM Punk's locker room, and Punk thought they were being attacked. So, which I don't know if that's true. That's just what Conan said.
Hmm.
But
Well, 'cause
But-
that's the hard part. And
but
again,
I
if
know
Bucks, wouldn't you be pissed off about him bashing your company, like in the media scrum? Like that's where I don't mind him going against the Elite,
I
but
just feel like
really-
why
but
like
you
he-
really caused a lot of issues with the company.
I don't feel like nothing would have
Yeah.
happened. They wouldn't have like stormed like police and like I would have just left him alone. You already see in the media scrum he's pissed, which they didn't see the media scrum. Someone told them about it.
But like I said, but wouldn't you be pissed if somebody was like talking crap on your company and was literally just
Well,
I mean,
essentially,
of course, you'd be pissed, but I mean, you still gotta be
Well,
professional, you know.
it's still not the
and
Elite's
if you were going
company.
to confront him and then he starts swinging chairs and shit?
A lot
Like,
of people like to say,
I feel like Punk was more in the wrong in that case just because he escalated the fight. Now, if they were arguing and then I could see that. But if he, I don't know, it's a really weird. It's still a weird situation, and
Yeah.
well,
like- that's why I'm kind of neutral about things because I don't know what happened fully. All we know is reports and
well, Conan.
side on the Elite side, and then but
I-
everything else been kept quiet.
I think Conan knows what he's talking about because a lot of things that he said is true.
But- Who knows if he's even got 100% the facts?
Right.
Yeah,
Well, that's the hard part. Is there's so many opinions on who's right and who's wrong. Punk
which a lot of people.
himself is right. The Elite probably sees themselves as not in the wrong for wanting to confront him. It's very like I said, it's one of those things that you had to been there, or if they released a better statement of what actually went down.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm staying neutral in the situation. Like I said, I lost respect for both parties at hand. I lost respect for Tony Khan too, because
A lot of people like to say that the Elite started AEW. If the Elite started AEW, then Jericho wouldn't be there, Punk wouldn't have been there, Moxley wouldn't have been there.
True.
I couldn't afford any of this.
they're a big part of AEW getting off the ground.
Like they would never be on TV. They never would have had action figures on a video game. They'd have been like Impact. Well, maybe not like Impact, maybe a little bit bigger, like All In, but they never would have done like AEW struck with Tony Khan. His money.
Right.
He put
He had
his money.
vision,
into
and
it.
then he brought in the Bucks and
Yeah.
Cody and Hangman because of his vision and how he saw
mean,
the Elite.
I
The
mean,
Elite
they-
were a huge part of the company starting, but Tony,
Yeah.
I think Tony would have started the promotion whether they liked it or not. Like I think he would have.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be as popular without the Elite though, and Jericho, and Cody.
I just if the Elite did all Elite wrestling, just the Elite, they wouldn't have been able to get Jericho, and I couldn't afford it. So they would have probably gotten their friends,
Well,
probably.
but like I
But-
said, but who knows? Like because they were like it wasn't really a full on idea until after they did the show where they borrowed ROH's stuff. You know, when
Yeah.
they did their solo independent shit, like that and the Jericho Cruise. I think that those two right there were such a huge trademark in AEW becoming what it is.
Yeah.
And I hope they get better. I hope we get back into that swing of where we had it before all the crap happened with Punk and the Elite. I want AEW to get back to where it was.
A lot of people like to tell me to stop thinking about ratings all the time. The reason I do is because I want to see AEW do good. I want to see them be around for years to come. I care about their ticket sales, their
Yeah.
ratings,
Mhm,
their
yeah.
everything. Because for me, I would have liked to support a WCW in any way I could back then.
Yeah,
And,
I wish I
this
could have.
This is my WCW. Like I want to do everything I can. Buy
Right.
merch, watch the product, tell people to watch, do a podcast of AEW, go to the shows, do everything I can, and that's why I care so much about ratings and everything. I care about AEW, and if Punk leaves, I'm still gonna be a fan of AEW. I was a fan before Punk was there in AEW.
Yeah, and I think that's what
Yeah.
I forget. Like, it's and it sucks. Like I didn't give up on WWE right away, and when Punk left, I was upset when I found out he left. Like it crushed me. But the thing is I moved on.
Hmm.
I still remembered all the great things he did and tried to follow his UFC career. I think that's what fans need to realize. Hey, AEW is still putting out decent product. There's
Oh,
still
yeah.
decent,
Yeah.
It's still
there's
way
a
better
couple
than
storylines that are terrible and a couple issues, but other than
like
that,
it's
putting on great stuff every week.
like Dynamite is still better than a 3-hour Raw. Like WWE has gotten better, but some things has not. Like everyone wants to say that everything's changed. Not everything has changed.
Even with
Right.
like low points, I feel like it still stays consistent.
Yeah.
I still feel like AEW is the best product to watch on a weekly basis. But that's my opinion.
No, and it's still. I think it is, and it still has potential to get better.
Yeah, and a lot of people
I
forget.
agree.
I remember one week they went 600,000 viewers. Very next week they go 1.219 million. If they can come back from that, they can come back from this. AEW has proven they can bounce back.
And I think after Christmas, everything like that settles down.
Hmm.
I think
I
once
think
building up the storyline with the Elite and Death Triangle, people are going to want to see the Elite get their asses kicked. So I think that'll be a huge part
Yeah.
I think that'll be a huge part bringing people back because, like I said, the Elite have legit heat. When you're getting booed out of the building in Chicago and years with one of the best Kansas songs,
Yes.
So, like I said, there's gonna be they'll bounce back, and hopefully down the road, hopefully we'll get Punk back. But I think at this time they should just figure it out, and I would have all parties come together and try to work it out and apologize.
I think good things are gonna come. I think we just, as fans, we have to just sit back and watch the story unravel.
We're still fickle. That's the thing. Is fans they'll jump on the next trend, and that's whether it's good, bad, hate, or
Yeah. Yeah.
Papa Trips in charge again. So it's gonna be interesting, especially this next year. It's gonna be a fun, crazy year for every wrestler in every wrestling company. So
Yeah.
see how it goes.
Well, yeah. We're back tomorrow for Dynamite. There's supposed to be some stuff on William Regal on Wednesday. I think Tony Khan's supposed to comment about it in the morning tomorrow on a podcast. He's supposed to come on William Regal,
Okay. Cool.
and he'll be mentioned on the show probably from last week. yeah, we'll be back for Dynamite Thursday. If you guys follow our Facebook and Twitter, Talking the Elite will debut this Thursday on our the All Elite Zone's 1 year anniversary of being a podcast. We'll start. Well, the 1 year anniversary will start with the debut episode of Talking the Elite,
Yeah.
hosted by Lane.
I'm excited. I cannot wait. Thanks again for giving me the opportunity. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun show. The anniversary show is gonna be great, and then we'll start the official like the routine and everything the following weeks. But it's gonna be a good show.
Yes.
Like I said, we're gonna be talking, discussing a lot of great moments that we've had on the show, streaming, and just it's gonna be great. So I hope you guys come out. I'm excited. So, Connor, when you're ready, let's sign us off.
Yeah, we're back for Rampage. In my place this time, I will not be where I was last Friday. That will not happen ever again. I was mad about that. It will never happen again.
What happened?
I was at my grandparents' house, and
Oh,
normally the internet works fine, but someone did something to the power cord, and
oh no.
Oh man.
went to hell and back. And
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah, it was a bad night. But Emily and Jacobs took over, and
Cool.
like from what I've seen, they did a very good job with it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. We still made it through.
But yeah, make sure to check out the All Elite Zones. Links in the description below: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Spotify. And go on our Twitter and Facebook. I finally uploaded the Matt Taven interview. If you didn't want to watch the entire Matt Taven and Rampage, you could just watch the Matt Taven interview. It's on YouTube now. But yeah, definitely subscribe to the All Elite Zone on YouTube right here. We're at 251 subscribers. We're less than 50 or 49 subscribers away from 300.
All right.
Keep sharing.
And
The more likes we get, the more talent we have on the show.
yep, and don't forget we got Ken Shamrock, not this Friday, but next Friday. And I believe Aiden, man, Lane, you're going to Final Battle, right?
I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get tickets and go. So,
But there will be another vlog coming up very soon for Winners Come. I do know that.
yeah,
All right.
sure, guys. Me and my fiance, we have pretty close seats to the ramp, so keep an eye out for our vlog. And I'm gonna try to make a sign for our show. So, can't wait. I'm super excited.
Awesome.
But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow night for AEW Dynamite.
See you tomorrow.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Peace.